Hello everyone, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. This is your daily tarot one card collective reading for Friday. We're going to do something a little bit different and we're going to consult the Jing to start us off, right? And this is what we do in the extended readings. We always start with a hexagram and then we move into some tarot cards. So I figure why not give everybody a treat? We'll start with one hexagram. Right. Then we'll move into some tarot if we need to. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is free, doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now this is obviously going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember that the most important part of any reading is you. And what do we have? 36, brightness hidden. Interesting, right? Brightness hidden. And the intention of this card, I think a lot of the time in the I Ching, if you read commentaries and stuff on the I Ching, it's about playing dumb, right? It is. It's about, not revealing yourself to everyone, about staying cloaked, staying under the cover of darkness, not revealing all of your powers at once, because then you kind of put yourself at a disadvantage. So we sometimes have to veil our light a little bit, intentionally, in order to maintain the upper hand in a situation or in our life, right? And sometimes literally it's about playing the fool. If you're in a work situation or whatever, and sometimes it's a good strategy, right? And you know what I mean. I don't have to get into that too much. Oh shoot, I did it again with the thing here. How do I fix it? I guess that's right. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. For some reason, I know how to do it during the main readings, but then we do these dailies, and I forget how to use my own equipment. Brightness hidden. Constancy in hardship bears fruit, right? And sometimes it's, constancy in hardship. You're going through a difficult time. Well, sometimes you've got to just bank your energy. You've got to, what do they call it? Chambering your coals, right? Hiding something away for later. It's just protecting the essence of what you have until the hardship is over. You think of somebody who's like outside camping, or they're on some kind of doing some wilderness survival stuff, and they have a nice fire going, but then it's a rainstorm. It's just terrible, right? The fire's going out. They take a little bit of the coals. I don't know what you do with it. You put it in something, right? You protect it, you keep it away. It's protected from the rain, and it's going to be there. And then you just kind of either move somewhere else and use it to start another fire, or you wait till all the wind and rain is done, and then you can build your fire back up, even though everything else is wet, right? So it's not going to be too easy to build a fire from scratch. So you've safeguarded that which is essential until this hardship is over, and then it can flourish again, right? It's kind of like the way some plants go dormant, during the winter. They're not dead, right? They're just safeguarding that life force until the conditions are better. Okay, I think that's really, really a good thing for us to think about. Okay, back of the cards, the commentary, it says, since others do not share your standards or insights, it's dangerous to let the light of your character shine freely. Perhaps you have been injured, or perhaps you fear injury. Searching for a stronger position in this situation is not an option. Instead, stay true to the light and keep it burning by hiding it away. When no one is looking, who are you? How do you safeguard that light? Yep, see, safeguarding that light. And when no one is looking, who are you? See, sometimes I think of this card as those of us who in our life, in our history, in our past, we have been convinced by others, parents, people around us, bullies, schoolmates, work, whatever, by life, right? We've been convinced or encouraged to turn it down, to hide our light, to not be who we are, to be not seen and not heard, right? To stay in the background. Don't be so loud. Don't talk so loud. Don't talk so much. Don't talk at all. Don't have opinions or ideas of your own. Don't let your light shine. Don't be so animated. Don't be so charismatic, Turn it down. Turn your personality down, right? Dim your light. And so when I see this card, sometimes that's what I think of. Makes me feel like some of us have been kind of taught to do that, right? So let's look at this idea today, and this will be our card for the day, right? Of hiding our brightness, okay? And whether that is us safeguarding something to protect it, to then be able to use it and reveal it later, or if that's something that we've done unintentionally, if it's something unconscious and habitual now, right? That we're not doing it to really safeguard anything, that we're not doing it as part of a larger strategy, that we're doing it because we've been kind of taught to over and over again in our lives, right? So let's look at that. Are we doing it intentionally or unconsciously, unintentionally? Yeah. Let's now move over to a Metatron Oracle card. I've really been enjoying the Metatron Oracle cards. I feel like they are, they're really blending well with the energies of this channel. And I feel like they're so often exactly what we need at the exact right moment, And so I'm pretty impressed with these. Now here's one for today. It is Authentic Self. Who are you? Well, that's what it asks here. When no one is looking, who are you? See, it says the same thing. And that's what I mean. It's kind of uncanny how the energy always seems to be in harmony, between the different cards and the decks that we use here. And that's how I know that something is kind of meant to be on my table, when it kind of, it astounds me in a way. And the Metatron Oracle cards have been doing that. I don't know where they come from or who designed them or anything. I'm not trying to sell them, but I like them. Authentic Self, who are you? Right? When you turn yourself up to full brightness, let's say no one is looking, right? No one is home in your house when you're a kid. What are you doing? What do you put the music on? Are you dancing? Are you singing? Are you putting on plays? What is your energy? What is your character? What is your light? What is your vibe, your charisma? Your authentic self. Yeah, authentic self. When no one has told you to turn your light down, and when there are no external circumstances that have prompted you to intentionally turn it down and hide it away and bank something for later that you're going to save and protect until the conditions are more ideal. Who are you? So that's a fundamental question for today. Who am I? Right? Who am I when nobody is looking, when nobody's watching? I like to think that I'm more of my authentic self now here on this channel, because I feel like sometimes I'm just talking to one person, it's just me and you. I don't feel like there are a lot of people here. In fact, I'm alone in a room. No one can hear me, right? So I can easily just delete this video and no one will know what I'm talking about. No one will have seen this. So I feel like I can be my authentic self here, but where can you be yours? Right? Where do you feel like you can turn your brightness up as bright, as high as it can go, and no one's going to tell you to turn it down, to keep it down, right? Interesting question for the day, for sure. Let's also do now an angel number oracle card. The number for 2222, feminine forces, relationships, balance, prosperity, efficiency, patience, humility. You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit and you'll become a force. Honor commitments and people around. Don't judge, listen. Interesting here, because now it's this idea of, finding the right people in life that will allow us to be ourselves. Now, maybe we don't have to turn the volume all the way up to 11 every time we're awake. But we have to find those people, the right environment for ourselves, where we can be our authentic self, our true self, where we can not feel like we have to hide our brightness. Maybe we want to turn it down a little bit, and that's fine. If it's intentional, if it's willed action, if it's a choice, then I think it's it's perfectly valid. But the idea with the 2-2-2-2 is to find those relationships, to honor those people, appreciate those people in our lives with whom we can be relatively close to our authentic self. Okay, partnering up with the right spirits. And also it says, don't judge, but listen. So are we encouraging other people to turn their light down? Are we getting annoyed with people that are too loud, that are too charismatic, that are too animated, right? Are we trying to dim the shine of anybody around us, which might be a response of us being kind of taught to dim our own light, our own, sparkle in life? Very interesting questions for today. It's been 10, 11 minutes now. I don't want to take up all of your time. I want you to go watch the main readings, okay? But this is something really, really important that we need to be aware of. And I think I kind of like starting off these dailies with an I Ching hexagram rather than a tarot card. We didn't use any tarot today. I hope that's all right, because it is what it is, Let's think about this subject today. All right, leave some comments. Let me know how you are looking at this and what your thoughts and feelings are about this whole general idea of brightness hidden. Hexagram 36. Yeah. Anyway, I want to thank you for being here. As always, it is my pleasure to bring these messages to you. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All of the readings for the day are going to be coming out in the next couple of hours. All right, so be sure to tune in for those, and I'll see you again very, very soon.